going on.
4 hours?
Yeah, it's 4 hours. We going live.
First thing she
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all seeing me? What's up? What's up? Y'all seeing me?
You good, Daddy?
Huh?
I said you good.
Yeah, I'm about to do the intro.
Get some of this on the air.
Huh?
Your bottle is almost empty.
It is. Ow!
5, 4, 3, 2.
Are you guys ready up there? Okay, just give me a second. All right. All right, quiet on the set.
Yo, peace and blessings of the Most High, the boundless omniverses, multiverses, triverses, dual verses, and universes be upon you all. An earshot and eye shot of the God. It's your friendly neighborhood Pharaoh Rising, Shepsi's Dwamu Tefa Moon, and welcome to another episode of Revision Radio, where we seek, analyze, right knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from the third eye point of view. I appreciate y'all wherever you are in universe, and this time, that time, but the next time, for joining us and getting your daily dose of this non-ether energy. You know, we are on their necks, okay? Listen, for those of you who've been rocking with us, we appreciate you. Trust me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's great, it's greatly appreciated. You know, I want y'all to know, I was supposed to be on like 8:15, but you know, I'm on nigga time. So I'm only gonna do like an hour. Check it. I'm gonna do an hour, and then I'm gonna come back later, okay, and do another hour. Cause I gotta do like a conference call meeting and all that around like 9:30ish. Now I'm gonna go there 9:42. Then I start at 8:42. So boom, y'all can come back. And all them videos that we got on it on the network, that those 3 hour, 4 hour, yo, super ciphers. Everybody check this out with the Super Cypher. Shout out to all my brothers that's rolling in on the Super Cypher Saturdays. Listen, keep coming through. It's going to keep getting better and better and better. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better, better, and better. That's a mantra you can use. One of those that's going to be uploaded on the sacred space that I say on a regular basis. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to set it off with, let me see. Let me complete my thought. Those videos we're going to edit and we're going to chop them up probably to like between like 45 minutes to an hour for each one, and then we're going to break them up into segments and stuff like that. But it's just raw and uncut right now. It ain't stepped on. Nobody jumped double dutch on them joints. I got eyelashes. Sorry, my eyelash is like, you know, pretty great. I'm dark skinned nigga with light skin tendencies. It happens. So shout out to all my peoples that showing love and whatnot, man. Before I start, of course, I got to start off with this is how real it is, man. I got to start off with a prayer. This prayer is coming, a supplication coming out of the Nine book, the book of the Nine. And I'm gonna read it in English. You know, I'm reading English just because with the time is, you know, yo, we got some stuff to talk about. All right, slave of mental death. Oh, you all who are believers. Don't you all want the truth? Will you all trust the words of liars forever and ever? Oh, you all who are believers, will you all live by way of their fictions and fantasies for eternity? You all believe those two lies in those two testaments and the Quran of the whites and the reds. You all rejected the truth and the facts about yourselves for deception. How long will you all remain their slaves, mentally and physically, black people? How long will you all follow behind those two? These are the days of actual facts. They too have not revealed one proof, not one confirmation, not one. So why do you all still obey them too? You all did not obey our own way of life. WU-SABAT. However, you all obey the two devils and his way. Why? Break the spell of ignorance. Stop doubting the truth by way of the lies of liars. Oh, you all who are believing the fictions and fantasies, desist. Okay. Funny thing is, I didn't pick that out, but it coincides directly with what we got to deal with. So, of course, everything's in upheaval. Everything's upheaval. Everything's thrown up in the air. The Titanic is sinking, and everybody is jumping ship because of the situation with the brother Paulite and in that situation. And let's first I'm gonna start off. This is gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick. We're gonna start off with I said niggas is crazy, but now I'm convinced it's not just about niggas being crazy. These niggas is black devils because they have the comprehension and reasoning capabilities, but they're purposely misguiding and misquoting and pushing people in the wrong direction, specifically concerning the master teacher, His Excellency, Dr. Malachi Kobina Zadok York, you know what I'm saying, O'Connor. So what we're going to talk about first is Lion Zex. Lion Zex, this the Hebrew Israelite brother, because he want to try to act like he's not, but no, he's definitely one of the chosen of the Hebrew God. And long as we know that the Hebrew God is the devil. So these niggas are the chosen of the devil. That's who they are. So I'm letting y'all know this. So don't say you ain't know. These are the chosen of the devil. And then they black devils, so they've infiltrated the communities, and they think they know something. Honestly, they want to act like they know something, but really they only aspire to believe. So it's not about knowledge with them. So I'm starting off with him because he had this fake ass Miss Cleo. Come now, let me read your order. He had this fake Jamaican girl up there. He had a call from her phone talking about that she was one of the master teacher's son's wife. I say son's wife because he says on the title, he says Dr. York's ex-daughter-in-law. Let's first establish this. Master teacher got 50 sons. 50 sons. Okay. She was messing with some nigga named Abdullah. I don't know who this nigga is. Okay. There's a bunch of Abdullahs. Abdullah what? You know what I'm saying? You got Abdullah Rasul, Abdullah Razak, Abdullah Hamid, Abdullah what? Secondly, this heifer, he wasn't Nuwapian or Sabian. And she never been on the land and wasn't never in the presence of the master teacher. She's speaking on third, fourth party hearsay from one of his sons out there, one of his sons. We don't know who. We don't know what the son did to her. We don't know because we know that they're not together. And she's speaking on the master, talking this rubbish, the same type of rubbish that the pork chop queen over there with the S curl sideburns, Tasha K. The same foolishness, like as if there was a breeding program being done for people for kids to be slept with the master teacher. Yo, again, all the Sabians and Wapi, let me tell you something. They're using Baba as the smokescreen. They're using because anytime they talk about Paulite caught up in what he caught up in. And now just recently, a lawsuit is being filed against Bambaadah. They want to tie that to any. These are all just other new things for them to throw the master back into the spotlight with the allegations and the onslaught of slander for the allegations, right? Even though when you go to read the convictions, which is twisted, the convictions are twisted. When you go read the damn conviction, none of this the whole sexual predator against, because you'll see the clowns, the noonie know nothings, and what's this dude name? Zion Legs, Lion Zex, Sinister Inky. Yeah, Sinister Inky. Sinister Inky, Lion Zex, and the See-Through Israelites. Don't play with me. I'm in my bag right now. Don't play with me. These niggas is making stories up as they go. They don't need the truth. They don't want the truth because it's all about them getting views. They don't care. So they're taking advantage of the ignorance of the people who don't take the time to look again, or respect, which is re-inspect, look again, or research, which is to look again. You gotta go look again. Please, for your own soul's sake. Is it a coincidence? Those of you who see what's that with me and Sabian Assassin, when we was up here debating and arguing about him putting that audio up of the master teacher's legal stuff, and I'm telling you, don't put that up because it compromises our position, even though it's positive information. So now I see Sir Lawrence Morgenthau III, he got it uploaded on his page. Of course, slandering and remixing, he's lying, he's delusional. No, nigga, them niggas is scared now. Because in their mind, they were like, yo, this never happened. And now they see niggas at the babe, I'm looking at the front door. Babe. They know God is on his way out. They like, yo. So you know they going to like sabotage everything. You know how the modals is. Anyway. So this raggedy heifer, excuse me, sisters, because all praise is due to the goddess, I'm not talking about the goddesses. I'm talking about this raggedy heifer, right? This raggedy heifer up there lying. Oh, yeah, he was doing this. You ain't never, first of all, we don't even know your name. We don't know the nigga you was messing with. She probably got smutted out because a lot of Baba's sons, them niggas is in them streets. So she coming through this. She might have been on the platter. Passed around a bunch of niggas out there in the streets. A lot of them has nothing to do with the nation at all. So whatever she talked about dealing with them niggas out there in the streets, that's what happened. You pay that. You that's part of the street. That's what you was a part of. Okay? Ain't got nothing to do with the master. So all due respect. All right. Oh, that's how we treating that. All right. The most important thing is this though. Dr. Sinister Inky, right? He does this whole joint about, what was the title of it? It was called, hold on. I had the title of it. It was like Bobby Hemmett, Polite, Dr. York, Phil Valentine, and the sex magic. Boom. Right? So first of all, don't put the master in that category. First of all, Polite. Phil Valentine made it clear that he wasn't a student of the master teacher. Good. Because them niggas is following the white man's conspiracy and esoteric and metaphysical doctrine and books. Bobby Hemmett too. Bobby Hemmett got some shit with him where he be, pardon my language, where he be on point, but him, Brother Panic, them niggas is they Bephamites. Them niggas deal with Baphomet and worshiping Baphomet. We know at WU-SABAT, we know as far as who Baphomet is and what it got to do with. We don't deal with that. We don't play that. We know that that's straight Satan worship. That's devil worship, and we don't play that. That's not our thing. So, and that's what's wrong with them. Like, so they start talking about the sex magic. And then check how this nigga operate. I'm on him. I'm watching this dude. I'm saying, oh, look. So he want to put all those names up there. And then he showed Polite being schooled and tutored by this brother named Andrew Barnes, who's a sexologist, who was allegedly locked up for occult and fraud and sex crimes. And he's showing Polite being schooled by him, right? Boom. And then he talked about who this dude teacher was, Shantam Nityama, another dude that's into the aura orgasm stuff. First of all, niggas probably was mad because niggas ain't making the sisters get orgasms, so they don't want to hear about that. Niggas don't care about that. So the niggas probably was mad over that. Secondly, though, the master teacher, it's not teaching any of that stuff. Like, niggas is, yo, bro. So he doesn't have the dude Andrew Barnes' name inside the like when he's in the title. He don't mention him, even though he's the one teaching Paul like these sciences, even though he's the one who's locked up and doing time for that stuff. Boom. Different from the master. Again, no DNA evidence for the master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z. York. Again, sealed transcripts. Again, you know what I'm saying? Council General of Liberia. Again, with these dun still talk about, yo, he's lying. No, we have the documents are real. We have the documents that he is a Council General of Liberia, full diplomatic status. All right, not partial. And that he's a natural citizen and naturalized, natural citizen of Ghana, naturalized citizen of Liberia. Okay, these are all facts. They scared now. See, all of this stuff that's jumping up, all this is because of that audio, because of the people now becoming aware of what's happening. So now they got to put the full court press on. And y'all see, I left for a couple of days, right? These niggas thought they had me. They was like, yeah, we got that big mouth nigga out of the way. Oh no, nigga, we live for the smoke. When we see smoke, we know it's barbecue. You know I'm coming for the chicken, okay? We ready to cook. Let's cook. So, boom. This dude, Sinister Inky, right? Because I see he's desperate. He was up there with Tahaka Bay, and them niggas fell out over Kabusha. So you know niggas' ego is crazy because he was getting thousands of views, more than he ever had over there with Tahaka, and them niggas have a falling out over Kabusha. and then Dr. Ali. Oh, we got to throw Dr. Ali too. Not right now. Hold up. We're going to get to this. Watch this. This is crazy. So they talk about the sex magic. He says they getting it all from Dr. York. This is what he says in his video, 1104. You know I'm good for this. I don't play. 1104. Sex magic that all these guys are getting from Dr. York. Where? Where they getting it from Dr. York at Inky? Where? Oh, check what the nigga said. He says, so even they quote this stuff. He says, Bambaataa, he put a quote up there of some article because, you know, Bambaataa is being sued. Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation are being sued for some child prostitution stuff, right? Okay. And so he and inside of it, it says Bambaataa, some crazy stuff like Bambaataa believed that he gained superpowers by swallowing the semen of young boys. Hell, what is that about? Bro, we don't play that. I don't know what's wrong with this nigga, right? So now we get into the subject matter, right? That he calls in 2134. If you go to the video, 2134, he says, in the secret teachings of Dr. York, this is the core secret sexual teachings of Dr. York. That's in 2158. Hold up. This is what he's talking about. The teachers he's talking about is the gatekeeper teachers that is mentioned on 2116. These are all timestamps, so you could go back and catch niggas lying and at best totally misunderstanding concepts because they lack the genetics to keep up with the high sciences. These niggas have been kicked off going down, get out there with the models. Get out there with the models, nigga. We over here building pyramids for the top down. Go out there with the models and go play catch or something. All right? So now, this secret, check it. I came home October. I came home 2013. The first video I seen on YouTube was called Gateways and Their Guardians. Check it. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. Gateway and Their Guardians. That's the alarm for chant. Hold on. Yeah, I'm on here to 9:30. They want the blueprints. yeah, it's okay. Check it, God. It's so real. Cause this is unlimited. I do this like all day, every day. That's why I'm up here, because I'm like, you know what? It's unlimited. I got all this. I've been doing this. I've been studying the master's craft since I was 11 years old. It's just unlimited. All they're doing is unlocking files that's in my DNA to just keep coming on and on and just yeah. That's where we at right now. So go to the page on YouTube. Go to Patarak YouTube channel. Patarak. Go to that channel anyway to get all the Pataraks, the readings and stuff. And a lot of information is there for books that haven't been released. So the master was like, yo, this information got to get out to the people, and y'all not producing them fast enough. So establish the Patarak readings online so we could distribute the information out even before the books come out. So one set of information, one of those schools of thinking, one of those books that was read was called, it's an affirmation class from 9 years ago, right? Called, let me see. Gateways and their guardians. Yeah, go get that. Hold on, what you say, God? Raul Bazimal, I got a question when you are done breaking this down, Zamal. Throw the question out there, and I'm gonna come back around to it, God. Raul Bato, I appreciate you, Israel. Yeah, because this is important, because what the dude did is, all right. So gateways and the guardians. So anybody that don't know, the guardians is an African concept. Mainstream Egyptologists and pro-African, Pan-African brothers, they don't understand the concept because they're homophobic, quite frankly. And we've been indoctrinated with the hate, especially the conscious community, the so-called pro-black community. I got a class when I was on SciNet some years ago, and me and King Simon was debating back and forth on SciNet when we was at the International African Art Festival. You could go research that about the Nuwapians, about the Nuwapians supporting the LGBTQ. No, we support people's rights to be what they want to be with. It's not, as long as it's not violating the babies or any kind of pedophilia or crazy stuff or bestiality and stuff like that. As long as they ain't going to none of that, nigga, if whoever you sleep with, that's your business, nigga. We don't care. They ain't doing enough for us. Okay, so the reality is that we bear witness to what's called guardians. The guardians, right? The guardians were beings that, as the sister explained, the sister Nifu, she explained. It's some more stuff to get to this, but I'm gonna give you the preliminary before I go into the whole Bobby Hemmett and those teachings right there, right? So she explained how the guardians are beings that manifest in a masculine, total masculine, feminine, physical, right? But they have feminine spirits, right? And or they manifest as total feminine or feminine, physical in the physical, but they have masculine spirits. Okay, so those beings vibrate on dual frequencies, higher than just those that vibrate on a purely masculine physical with a masculine spirit, or purely feminine physical with a feminine spirit. You understand? So those are the gatekeepers. Those beings can identify the vortexes and gateways in and out of this dimension and star realm into other star realms. And we know, I don't know if y'all keeping up, you know, we would know that in Pa Gatut, there's the Stargate, actual facts, teaches us that the vortex or the Stargate teaches us where it is. It gives us the address. Go back and research that. I'm not giving you everything. Go back and research that. So it tells us where the Stargate is at. Boom, right? So, all right, I'm gonna hit the question. I got you. So those are the gatekeepers. So the master's explaining, yo, look, get out there and build with the brothers and sisters that think that they're gay. Because all the gatekeepers are not gay. All of them are not gay. They just vibrate on both feminine and masculine energy wavelengths. And they're able to see, like if you do research on the optical nerves and the ability to see different colors and different shades, like women see more shades of colors than men do. They vibrate on a different frequency. So say when looking like they nail polish and they lipsticks and lip gloss, they see like 8 to 18 different shades of red. It's something like that. You go research it, you'll see that they have a different because of the vibrations that they're able to receive. Boom. It's the same thing with these guys, right? They vibrate higher because they vibrate on both the masculine and the feminine. Okay, so that's who the guardians are. I'm gonna get into more detail, but you could go back to my my anchor. I have an anchor. We have an anchor show on Revision Radio Network on Anchor, which is the talk app. And I actually cover. We have a show called The New Masculinity from when Pharrell did an article about the new masculinity, right, in one of the magazines. And then we did one called Guardians in the Gateway, which was part 2, breaking down, going into the African culture and all that. And that's what they would call them. But this is not just androgynous or we would say hermaphrodites and hermaphrodites, but it's not just having the dual sex organs. This is part of the thing that I was going into when Jabari jumped in, when I was on Sinetta banging out Mark Lamar Hill. When I pause, that don't sound good from Brooklyn. When I was putting out, he was getting his work. Okay. But I was clapping back at him for the slander. And then Jabari jumped in when I was talking about Akhenaten being a hermaphrodite. Oh, there's no proof, or Hatshepsut being no proof that they would. Yeah, nigga, they are, because see, this goes to a higher level of the doctrine, which explains the Hatshepsut and Akhenaten and how both of them moved to secluded places in Egypt because they were building stargates that didn't have nothing to do with the niggas that was around. And if you go into the Thule Papyrus, it talks about Hatshepsut and it talks about the ships coming through during her reign, bro. Like that's how. But see, them niggas is religious, so they can't deal with none of that. That's far exactly dual sex energies. And if you go into existence, how and why, or matter of fact, Shahuti's vision, actual fact, and you go into in the end, when you go in the end of it, it start breaking down the Watchers who are hermaphrodite and hermaphrodites. The master, the one who emphasized he or her. Her hermaphrodites will lean towards the feminine. He hermaphrodites will lean towards the masculine. Okay, so we don't need the Mukasa to tell us these things because we have a master amongst us, masterminds, a master amongst us that's motivating and inspiring and inflaming masterminds to incarnate and deal with us right here, right now. Okay, so now. Inky goes into the gatekeeper doctrine, right? He uses Nifu and her and that audio that the gatekeepers and the guardians, but you can find the whole audio is the whole video on the YouTube channel Patsadak, and they had gateways and their guardians. Absolutely, parthenogenesis. That's right, procreate. I said that during the thing with Jabari. That's a fact. With using the bobo urethra gland, and so they were able to procreate on their own and give birth to clones of themselves. Asexual procreation, and it still happens until they created the. Anyway, I'm gonna go too far. I'm sorry. So 2411, he says the core teachings. This is he's talking about Bobby Hemmett. So he said Bobby Hemmett teaches that the way to heaven is in your anus, and your soul is located in your anus. I know nothing about that. This is what Inky is saying that Bobby Hemmett teaches about the gatekeepers, because I did hear they was talking some strange stuff. See, a lot of times they deal with a lot of that European. See, they deal with the European track of our ancient sciences. Our ancient scientists that were perverted by Madame Blavatsky, that by Aleister Crowley. These beings were trying to tap in to our sacred sciences, but they lack souls. And they perverted by the Leviathan sex for Leviathan is their god that spooked and hypnotized everybody out through the scriptures, which I read in the beginning. Those two liars, these niggas is lying. You know what I'm saying? Rahul back, beloved. Yeah, you know I'm on them. I hope nobody think I was gonna let the dudes just keep going. I have other things to do, my hot tweet. But I'm on them. I'm on these niggas' neck. I got them. Yeah, I got them. They not even worthy to talk to the Father. So that's why I want brothers to get on out here, get on the front lines. These niggas is play. This is like Play-Doh. They Play-Doh. I'm about to make like 4 skelly tops with these niggas' bodies. And, you know, hit a killer, be a killer. Anyway, so Bobby Hemmett, he said these are the core teachings, and in order to get to the realm of the ancestors or heaven, right? This is, he said, Bobby Hemmett is teaching. He says, so you have to be, he said the gatekeepers are supposed to be bisexual. Gatekeepers are born. So this is the Bobby Hemmett teachings that he's talking about, right? So now, Inky says 2458 that this teaching of Dr. York is not in books or public or for public floating around. This is inside teachings of Dr. York. So he tries to put forth like he has some exclusive information that we keep secret behind closed doors. You can find that video that was posted 9 years ago, right? And it's sitting there still on Pachadoc channel, and it's called Gateways and Their Guardians. Oh, what is it? Guardians and Their Gateway. Where is it? I posted it. It's in the chat room. What is it called? It's called, yeah, Gateways and Their Guardians. So now they don't know nothing about none of that. Excuse me. So Gateways and Their Guardians. So this is the secret that's not for public. The thing that's been on public YouTube for 9 years, just sitting there, you're still right there. This is what I'm saying, how these niggas is lying to you. This nigga is, you know what's wrong? He's like, you know, government cheese. You know, government cheese. Government cheese was the best to make grilled cheese with. The problem was, it was the hardest to make the grilled cheese with. But once you crack the code to have it melt a little bit, that was the best grilled cheese you ever had. This nigga's government cheese. He's fronting like he gonna be a quick, fast grilled cheese sandwich. But nah, you got to keep the heat on this nigga neck. You got this nigga don't melt. You got this nigga government cheese, bro. So instead of getting a whole big block, you know how that is. You got to cut like the little 4 corners, slice them thin, and put them in the corners and one on each corner, and then one in the middle, and do it like that. That's how you cheat. That's a cheat code. This dude right here, this bogus black devil. We're gonna stop him. We're gonna call this nigga Black Devil because it's truth to either the nigga lying or he lacks the mental faculties in order to overstand, like Mahatri, they don't overstand the inner beings, masculine, feminine. No, they're perverted by the Leviathan sex force. So everything they do, they have to perceive through Mukasu psychology and 6 ether spirit forces. And they can't perceive and conceive the idea that the master, the incarnation, is here amongst us teaching and that he's not perverted. They like, nah, this nigga got it. We got him on something. We gotta have him on something. He can't be like this. Nah, nigga, it's like this. Because here's the thing, and this is what I want all the Sabians, brothers and sisters, to realize. When they attacking the master, they're attacking us. Because what they're saying is that we're okay with the concept of a nigga that's touching on babies. We're not okay with that, bro. We don't play that. Niggas knew about anybody doing shit like that. I'm gonna speak for myself. All right? Niggas come around me with that type of energy, them niggas gonna look like the many-face gods. Because I'm taking their face and moving it to the other side of their head. We don't play that over here, bro. I'm just letting you know, okay? Yeah, the Kabbalion god, the Kabbalion is the bootleg version of the sacred wisdom of Tahuti. The Kabbalion comes from the Greeks that stole all the information from the sacred wisdom of Tahuti. But yes, it's dealing with the and inside my class on Anchor, you go back there, you'll see I actually went to the science of gender inside the sacred wisdom. I read the whole part inside the sacred wisdom of Tahuti, the breakdown of gender, the vibration of well, no, I can't say vibration because that's a whole nother as a whole nother breakdown. One of the 9 principles, the 9 Tahuti doctrines: the doctrine of mental, doctrine of correspondence, doctrine of vibration, doctrine of polarity, the doctrine of rhythm, the doctrine of cause and effects, the doctrine of gender. And then we have the doctrine of growth and the doctrine of breathing. Because unlike the Kabbalion and the sacred wisdom of Tahuti, we go through 9 principles, 9 doctrines, 9 laws, not 7. Just like we have 9 chakras or arushat and not 7. The 7 is for the Mungalu or the Asians, and that's what they emulate when they show you the 7, because that's their genetic, that's their level. That's not our level. Our level is 9. We're 9 ether beings, right? So I went into that. I'm gonna give a little bit of it here, being that you brought it up, God. The doctrine of gender. Let me see. I'm not gonna go crazy with it. Oh man, it's that time, bro. It's really that time. We gotta straighten this all out for the people, and we apologize whoever's offended, because it's not meant to offend, but the truth is here, and that's in it's literally called the Sacred Wisdom of Tahuti by the Grand Hierophant Tahuti. You can find. I'll put out a link for the brothers, all the brothers and sisters that have access to different bookstores. Okay, Mahatsui. Anybody got addresses to the different bookstores? Please post on the bookstores and whatnot. Gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine, feminine doctrines. Gender manifests in all planes. Yeah, that's a whole bill right there, bro. So gender, again, there is no real gender except what appears in this physical realm. And in the spiritual realm, you are not male or female. You are God. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is a whole bill by itself, bro. And this is where we at now. This is where we at. And it started with, it started way back with, Cokehead Sarah Sutton Seti, and with Polite bow down and let Cokehead Sarah attack the Master Lion about the book Sodom Misinterpreted. And he was showing fake pictures. He was showing pictures that wasn't even a book, and everybody for shock value, and everybody's oh and ooh, and the kids is there. He's showing all kinds of homosexual pictures and stuff. None of that stuff was in the book, mind you, because the Master was trying to show us that they set us up to go against homosexuality. Now, I'm not homosexual. I would, whether that's your thing, that's your thing. And you have some people that teach, that's not the original science of the people. But we the original people. Again, like I said to King Simon that day when I was building with him at the African Street Festival, or International African Art Festival in Brooklyn, on side of the TV, right? And I said, if we are the makers, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the father of civilization, the gods of the universe, if we the original and we existed for millions of years before the white man, the Mukasa, was even a concept, then all of these things that you see agreeable and disagreeable started with us. Nigga, you can't get away from it. So then you go into the negative confessions. Why would they have these negative confessions if people wasn't there doing these negative things? So they wanted to separate the agreeables from the disagreeable according to them and their concepts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, punch him in the jeans is good, God. That's a fact. Okay, so Bobby Hemming is talking some, put it in the anus, all of your anus stuff, and then you tap into the anus. Because let me tell you what happens, right? Look up a brother named Mantak Chia. He's a Taoist. See, Mantak Chia teach you about all the microcosms, all the different circuits, right? Of energy circuits, right, inside the body. The Taoism science. Boom. I've been studying this for some time. He teaches the science of multiple ejaculation for men. Oh yeah, we got to get there. When you got that glow, we got to get there. So he teaches, he also teaches how to activate the G-spot in men without penetration. See, the devil have you thinking that men have to be penetrated anally through the anus to activate their G-spot. That's not the truth. See, and that's how they get our uninformed brothers who never had any interactions in the sex field, you know, and then they start pushing them pressure points. A lot of niggas out there need the pressure point. There's some brothers that they just act the way they act because them niggas want somebody to push their pressure points and realign their chakras, so to speak. You know, realign the chakras, push the pressure point. But there's ways to activate and stimulate without penetration. See, they don't want y'all to know that. But it's about studying. Read. Go digging it out. Research the information. Boom. Okay, so Bobby Hemmett and them, they don't want it that way. They said, you know, okay, according to Inky, they saying it got to be stimulated through the anus. That's their thing. All in Uranus. I had to say that, Uranus, okay? Interplanetary in Uranus. That's my white humor. So check it, right? So that's according to them. So then they try to tie Baba into their stuff. So they switched from this dude, Andrew Barnes, the sexologist that's locked up, right? That Polite was getting he was tutoring Polite, right? Into the sex magic, right? They switch from that and they go into he jumps into I'm talking about Sinister Inky. Then he jumps into Bobby Hemmett with the gatekeeper concept, but he gets into the physical, literal, sexuality of the idea of reaching the realm of heaven. And according to Sinister Inky, according to him, Bobby Hemmett said that it's located in the anus. Okay. They try to tie that to us through the master teacher and the Sabaean Nation by playing Nefu with the gateways, gateways in their guardians, right? So you go to Patadak, the actual fact is Patadak is gateway and the guardians. It's a Patadak on YouTube. I did it. I put it up there already, mama. No, it's okay. Put it up there again. Patadak is PAA space TARAQ. And it's on YouTube channel, Patadak. It's called Gateways and Their Guardians. My wife is going to put it up there now again. Facts. Oh, Dr. Eileen Bay out of Fayetteville State. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, so let me see. Who go next? So Inky talks about, he tried to link it with the Guardian and Gateway's teachings, right? So this is where he quotes. She reads in 35:36. Before we get there, Inky says this in 31:32 of his video. He says, he calls it Dr. York's secret pedophile teachings. This is how these niggas do, y'all. Because they know you want to hear slander about the master teacher. Yeah, because they desperate for a loss, for a crack in the armor. And after 20 years of false incarceration, we still moving strong. They're like, why are these niggas still representing him? Because he's the truth. Because he speaks the truth. And because he's been kidnapped based on lies. That's why. You understand what I'm saying? And he's more valid now than any of you niggas will ever be. Oh, bootleg food stamps ass niggas. I never seen a counterfeit food stamp try to be treated like cash. These niggas is crazy. I'm tired of these niggas, man. Yeah, I'm tired of these niggas. So anyway, he says, so the secret doctrine that he's talking about, the secret pedophile teachings that Inky, sinister, black devil, sinister Inky is talking about is the Patadak, the Patadak guardians and the gateways that you can find on YouTube for the last 9 years. So why did he think it was secret? Because he thought Sir Lawrence Morgenthau III, he thought that he had some exclusive stuff. That nigga don't know nothing. These niggas don't know nothing. Matter of fact, interplanetary, guys. Matter of fact, this nigga Sir Lawrence Morgenthau III has the audio of Baba with the lawyers talking about him getting out. And then he's still slandered to about, nah, he's lying. Look, he's crazy. He's even telling the lawyer that he's from Ghana and that he's a Liberian diplomat. Of course he is, because he has the international documentation right there. Stupid. But anyway, so this is Inky talking about, right? So now the sisters, this is where it get crazy. This is it get excellent at. So the sister says in 3536, the sister says, you need the 4 winds. That is 2 XYX. Yeah, they all going down, God. They all going down. So she said, you need these the 4 winds. Man, we heard about the 4 winds for years throughout the doctrine. So Baba said, these are the 4 winds. That is the 2 XYX beings and the 2 YXY beings, plus the golden child in the center to activate the force. This is talking about the combination lock. These are needed to figure the combination lock and breaking open the gateway to the stargates and vortex to get out of this dimension, out of this star system, and into go back to the home planet, home world, right? That's what this is talking about. So, so from behind her saying that, right? She also said at the end of that, she says, plus a XX and an XY chromosome being on both sides. So he missed that part because he was so adamant of jumping out there, followed behind Chuck Morgan, Sir Lawrence Morgenthau III, right? So Little Sweet, Little Sweet, right? So he following Little Sweet. Little Sweet says on the video, he says, this weird psychobabble does establish a point, and that is a golden child must be present during certain sexual acts, which may explain York's child sex act, ... I didn't see couldn't read the whole thing, right? So, but this goes to show that in their mind, this is how they're thinking, because they're filthy spirits that follow the psychology of the Mukasu savage, 6 ether beings. So in their mind, that's what Chuck Morgan said. And then Inky, he follows behind that thought pattern and says, Inky says, 2 bisexuals and a child. See, you see, look, this is Dr. York's secret pedophile teachings. This is what he says, right? So I put it all out there. And I'm going to say this. Why didn't Inky, he's a scientist. Why didn't he say, yo, 2 XYX beings? What's the XYX chromosome structure? What does that mean? Or why is it 2 YXY beings? What's the YXY chromosome structures? What does that mean? No, they held on to this. Oh, you got bisexual over there, bisexual over here, and then you have a child in the middle. Well, actually, let me break it down. I'm gonna break it down real fast. Nah, I'm breaking it down slow. Okay, so then, yeah, the sister explains even a little before that. She says that these beings vibrate on the double, both masculine and feminine, because they have physical masculine bodies, but the spirit of a feminine inside those bodies, and then they have physical feminine bodies, and they vibrate with masculine spirits inside those bodies. So they vibrate on a double frequency. They're able to see higher frequencies of vibration and then point out and identify where the vortexes are. Okay, so she says they vibrate on a dual level. Only they can open the spiritual realms. Nothing to deal with sexual intercourse. That's these filthy swine mind niggas, black devils. That's where they mind is at. That's what they into. They want to put that on us. They want to project and reflect that onto us. Nigga, we don't play them games. We trying to connect with our ancestors and get on out of here, away from bootleg, wet food stamp niggas like you. We don't want nothing to do with you. Okay? So let me go a little further with this. This also explains, because what happened, this is why they fell off. Because remember, this is a genetic doctrine. They lack the capacity. They lack the potential to vibrate on this high of a frequency. So what's happening is they peeking in to the secret schools. They peeking into the doctrine that they fell out of sync with. And they looking at it, hold on, what? That don't make no sense. What does that mean? What is that he talking about? And now, instead of asking questions, they go through assumptions. And what's the assumption? The assumption is, yeah, the assumption is that we're talking about sex. And this is how both of them put their foot in their mouths. Let me show you right here. Because Inky says 2 bisexuals and a child. Chuck Morgan says this weird psychobabble does establish a point, and that is that a golden child must be present during certain sexual acts. There's no sexual acts being talked about. We're talking about opening up the vortex. We're literally talking about the vibrational frequencies of the universe, and how the hermaphrodites and hermaphrodites, or the gatekeepers, the guardians, are able to identify the gates. They also ignored the fact that 2 heterosexual people are there. 1 male, 1 female, XX and XY are there also. But this is the main key that they didn't catch, because they don't know the doctrine, because they eavesdropping and want to go out there slandering, because they're black devils obsessed and possessed by Leviathan and 6 ether forces, because they don't got no skin in the game. They just want you to lose your soul because they lost their soul. This is what they missed on. That golden child, which back in with Akhenaten, when he looked to open up the Stargate, that golden child was King Tutankhamun. That golden child was him. In today's time, the golden child is Amun Nabab Re'ea Kakpata. The being that plays the position of the golden child is Baba YAANUWN, is Dr. Malachi Kobina Zodak York Okran. Why? Because he's the one with the white gold, the Mafkuzet. And that's the activating principle. See, so when he said the golden child, we know that he's talking about himself, but these derelicts, these dun-dun-duns, these nasty, filthy, pedophile minds, they immediately think sexual acts, because that's what they want to push on y'all. They want y'all to accept that because they've been proven wrong. And these niggas come from belief systems, and they like, nah, it can't be that. Even the ones that was with us, they thought they knew where it was going, right? And they was like, even like the brother Tahuti that be over there with Killer Priest. Yeah, nigga, we shooting off the hip, nigga. That left, he was one of the triads and left because he read the black book and thought he knew where the master was going, and he left. And then now he want to talk about, the cycles. When Baba teaches about the cycles of rulership, the sun cycle, the moon cycle, the 6,000 to 7,000 year cycle, he's saying that that's a lie, that he got that Baba got that from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. No, nigga. The cycles is a part of the original Sabaean doctrine that we already was speaking about the other show. We talk about the science of Sabia can be the language and the culture you can trace back to 850. That go back to 850, bro. That's before Elijah. Inside, we know the doctrine that the science of the 6 ether, the 9 ether, the sun cycle, the moon cycle is ancient. We got the manuscripts. You bootleg dropout niggas ain't got nothing because y'all following the sex force, because y'all running around trying to get your man wet with sisters and trying to sit out there and ego trip instead of falling in line and dealing with the master of masters. So that golden child that Inky said, 2 bisexuals and a child, And Chuck Morgan was like, yeah, we established the point that the golden child must be present during certain sexual acts. There's no sexual acts, nigga. He's talking about opening up the Stargate. That's what he's talking about. Go read the book. Unless you did, and you purposely misleading the people, which is confirmed that you's a black devil. It's either you're a black devil or a black dummy. You take your pick. Either way, we ain't messing with you. Okay? So this is just for my people out there to know that these niggas don't know what they talking about. These niggas, it's Friday night freestyles for these niggas. They coming off the top of their head. They just shooting off the hip. Boom, 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 boom. They don't even know what they talking about. We setting the record straight. These bozos don't got nothing for us at all. Nothing. Dun-dun-dun-duns. Actual factuals. So, that's about it. Yeah, that's what I came up here to talk about tonight. So I'm gonna come back on. I gotta break out, right? Because I gotta go to a conference call, right? And after the conference call, I'm gonna jump back on to build on some other stuff. I'm drag wife up there. We're gonna talk about some other stuff. But listen, family, listen. Take this out there. Tell the people, and I'm gonna answer your question when all the brothers' questions. I'm asking to answer the questions when I get back. I'm coming back on. Yo, Raul back. Ron, dude, when I come back on, we will come back on like an hour. I'm gonna hit you, and you know what I'm saying? Jump on with me. All right, God. I gotta go to this conference call. But yeah, go back through this bill. Anybody got any questions, anything they want to add on, go back through this bill, get the questions together, get the comments together, and when I come back, we gonna get at it. All right. I got to roll out of here though, God. Peace. Wadu, y'all be safe. These niggas ain't got nothing. These niggas can't hold me back. These niggas can't hold me back. Come on, man. I thought they got busy, mama. These niggas don't get busy. Well, I do, family. I'll be right back.